In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to delete columns in Coda so you can clean up your tables and keep your documents organized and clutter-free. Coda is a powerful all-in-one doc platform that blends documents, spreadsheets, and apps. And keeping your tables tidy is essential for staying productive as your projects grow. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. Before we dive into the actual process, it's really important to understand what happens when you delete a column in Coda. Unlike hiding a column which just tucks it out of sight, deleting actually removes the column and all of the data stored inside it permanently. There is no recycle bin or undo shortcut that will magically bring that data back, so you want to be absolutely sure you no longer need any of the information in that column before you proceed. This is particularly crucial if your column contains unique data like email addresses, project notes, or dates that aren't stored anywhere else in your doc. So always double check your intentions first. Let's begin with the basics. Open up your preferred web browser and head over to coda.io. Sign into your Coda account using whatever method you normally use, whether that's your Google account, Microsoft account, or email and password. Once you're logged in, you'll land on your docs page, which shows all of your recent documents. Go ahead and click on the document that contains the table you want to edit. If you have a lot of docs, you can use the search bar at the top to find it quickly. Now that you're inside your document, navigate to the specific page where your table is located. If your doc has multiple pages, you'll see them listed in the left sidebar. Click on the page that holds your table and take a moment to review the overall structure. Look at your columns and identify which one you want to remove. It's easy to accidentally select the wrong column if your table has similar names like notes and internal notes. So being deliberate here will save you headaches later. Next, locate the column header at the very top of your table. The column header is where the column name appears, usually in a bold or slightly shaded cell that sits above all your data rows. Take just a few seconds to verify that you've selected the correct column. Scan a couple of rows below the header to make sure the data inside matches what you intend to delete. If you see dates in that column but thought it was just for text labels, for instance, you'll want to reconsider before removing it. Once you're confident, right-click directly on the column header. A context menu will appear with several options for managing that column. This menu is where you can rename the column, change its type, duplicate it, or add a description. It's a handy tool for all kinds of column management, but for our purposes today, you're looking for the option labeled Delete. Click on that. At this point, Coda may display a confirmation warning depending on your settings and the size of your table. The warning message will typically say something like, "Are you sure you want to delete this column? All data in this column will be removed." Read that message carefully to affirm you're removing the right thing. Then confirm the deletion. In some cases, if the column is empty, Coda might skip the confirmation step and delete it immediately. So always be mindful that the action is permanent. After you confirm, the selected column and all of its data will vanish instantly from your table. There's no animation or delay. It's just gone. The remaining columns to the right will automatically shift over to fill the empty space, so your table will still look seamless and connected. This is one of those moments where you want to pause and check that everything still looks good. Look at your remaining columns and make sure the data still makes sense. If your table had a column that was acting as a key identifier, deleting it might break the flow of how you read your rows. So you might need to adjust other columns or rename one to better fit your updated structure. Now, if you have more columns you want to remove, feel free to continue cleaning up your table by repeating this process for each unnecessary column. However, a very important word of caution: avoid deleting columns that are being used elsewhere in your document. If that column powers a formula, a filter, an automation, or a view like a Kanban board or calendar, removing it could break those features and cause errors throughout your doc. To be safe, check your formula columns or any cross-doc references before you delete. A good habit is to look at the top of your table where Coda sometimes shows a little icon indicating if a column is referenced elsewhere. Remember that Coda automatically saves every change you make. There is no manual save button, so the moment you confirm that deletion, the change is live and applied to your document for everyone who has access. This is why reviewing your table carefully before removing important fields is such a critical habit. If you're ever unsure, consider duplicating your entire page first so you have a backup to fall back on. In the end, keeping only the columns you actively use will make your tables much easier to read, sort, filter, and analyze. It reduces visual clutter, speeds up your workflow, and ensures that you and your team are always looking at the most relevant information. Whether you're managing a project tracker, a content calendar, or a simple contact list, a clean table structure is the foundation of good data management in Coda. So to quickly recap what you've just accomplished, you learned how to delete columns in Coda. You verified your column selection to avoid accidental data loss, and you saw how remaining columns automatically adjust to keep your table organized. As a next step, consider reviewing the other columns in your table to see if any can be merged, renamed, or reordered to further simplify your layout. And if you found this tutorial useful, I encourage you to save this video or bookmark this page so you can easily revisit these steps whenever you need to tidy up your tables. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.